As a former teacher and a criminologist, I learned very quickly that there was a problem with violence in America.
So we decided to create a documentary called Nursery Crimes to shed light on the roots of this problem.
While we were researching, a number of violent episodes started taking place in America. This situation affects almost everybody that's watching this.
So we're asking for your help in sharing this fundraising campaign.
But consider it time well spent, because in the next 45 minutes in America, somebody else will be murdered.
Oak Creek 911, where's your emergency?
This is the 6th Temple of Wisconsin. White guy is firing.
Somebody's running?
Yeah, firing. A person fired up 15 around.
Is there a gun?
Oh, gun. He was the white guy is doing the firing. Already 15 around.
Okay, we have officers there.
The gunman went inside and began opening fire.
We're joined right now over the phone by a person who had a relative whom I believe was shot.
He got shot in the back. He's bleeding profusely inside. The priest picked up the phone, called me immediately, and wow.
Federal authorities are investigating whether this was an act of domestic terrorism or a hate-based crime. Amardeep Kaleka is the son of the temple's president. His father died trying to stop the attacker.
I hope the American society lets go of its criminal violence and violence in America and its hatred and this amazingly repugnant descent as a human civilization into this archaic world.
I think all of us recognize that these kinds of terrible, tragic events are happening with too much regularity for us not to do some soul searching and to examine additional ways that we can reduce violence.
Only hours after the tragedy, we, my company, my community, and my family decided to take a stand against violence and hate in America. Not just for the good of the country, but for our own children.
That's why at Never Ending Light, we decided that now is the time to do this documentary and get to the heart of this problem.
It's not only the guns or the violent media or the racism. At the root is a distortion in human relationships, one that starts at a much younger level than we would expect.
At nighttime, what do your parents do to your door?
Lock it shut.
Why do they lock it shut?
Because they don't want me to hurt John.
And what would you do to him, Beth?
Stab him.
Okay. What would you stab him with?
A knife.
We have months of research already done, and we have the passion and emotion to drive this project forward. We have created a network of influential people to reach out to, and we have the know-how to get this out properly in the marketplace.
We want this film to not only go to the mainstream public, but we'll position it as a tool for educational reform, to be shown in universities, teaching programs, and seminars. We want to create a movement.
But in order to do this, we need your help. The people who invest in films in Hollywood generally invest in projects that follow a highly lucrative formula. And in this society, it just so happens that those are the films that tend to cultivate hatred, violence, and fear. And that's why it's hard for us to go against the grain and still get the resources we need to produce a broadcast quality film that fully explores this issue.
In order to do this, we need to garner groundswell support. A problem of this magnitude requires a grassroots approach, not a top-down one. We need you to interconnect and unite with us in order to make this film and shift the current paradigm.
Thank you. Good girl. Now give him a big hug.
Please contribute. And as a token of our appreciation and to bring you onto our team, we're offering incentives. So check out the rest of the site, and thank you again.
The situation affects everybody watching this. I said that 7 months ago. Today, now more than ever, I know how true that really is.